The Norman Conquest, a turning point in English history. On October 14th, 1066, on a hill near the town of Hastings in southern England, two armies clashed in a battle that would alter the course of English history forever. The Battle of Hastings pitted the Anglo-Saxon forces of King Harold Godwinson against the Norman invaders led by William, Duke of Normandy, later known as William the Conqueror. This pivotal confrontation not only decided the fate of the English crown, but also ushered in a new era that would profoundly reshape England's culture, language, and social structure. The battle was the culmination of a succession crisis triggered by the death of the childless King Edward the Confessor in January 1066. Harold Godwinson, a powerful English earl, was crowned king shortly after Edward's death. However, William of Normandy claimed that Edward had promised him the throne years earlier and that Harold had sworn an oath to support his claim. Determined to seize what he believed was rightfully his, William assembled a formidable invasion force. The Norman army that landed on English soil was a well-equipped and highly disciplined force, featuring a mix of infantry, archers, and most importantly, cavalry. This last element would prove crucial in the battle, as the Anglo-Saxons primarily fought on foot. William's army also benefited from papal support, with the invasion portrayed as a righteous mission to bring the English church more in line with Rome. The battle itself was a masterclass in medieval warfare. Harold's forces held the high ground on Senlac Hill, forming a shield wall that initially proved impenetrable to Norman attacks. For hours, the battle raged, with neither side gaining a clear advantage. However, as the day wore on, William employed clever tactics, including feigned retreats that lured portions of the Anglo-Saxon force off the hill, breaking their defensive formation. The turning point of the battle came late in the day when King Harold was killed, reportedly shot through the eye with an arrow. With their leader fallen, the Anglo-Saxon army began to crumble. By nightfall, William's victory was complete, and the path to the English throne lay open before him. The consequences of the Norman conquest were profound and long-lasting. William's coronation as King of England on Christmas Day, 1066, marked the beginning of a new dynasty and a radical transformation of English society. The Norman rulers introduced a feudal system that reshaped the social hierarchy, with Norman nobles replacing much of the Anglo-Saxon aristocracy. The linguistic impact was equally significant. The Norman French spoken by the new ruling class blended with Old English, eventually evolving into Middle English. This linguistic fusion enriched the English language, introducing thousands of new words and profoundly influencing its grammar and syntax. The Normans also left an indelible mark on England's architecture and legal system. The construction of massive stone castles and cathedrals across the land symbolized Norman power and introduced new architectural styles. The legal system saw the introduction of concepts from Norman law, some of which persist in common law to this day. The Battle of Hastings and the subsequent Norman conquest represent a pivotal moment in English history, a turning point that set the nation on a new course. It serves as a reminder of how a single battle can have far-reaching consequences that echo through centuries. As we reflect on this momentous event, intriguing questions arise. How might English culture and language have developed differently without the Norman influence? What role did the papal support for William's invasion play in shaping medieval European politics? How did the Norman conquest affect England's relationships with its neighbours, particularly Scotland and Wales? The Battle of Hastings remains a fascinating subject for historians and enthusiasts alike, offering insights into medieval warfare, politics, and the complex processes that shape national identities. It stands as a testament to the profound impact that pivotal moments in history can have on the long-term development of nations and cultures.